So, welcome guys and gals back to Conqueror's Blade Beginning Part 2. The things you need to know before you start your game. At this point, after watching my first video, if you haven't watched, I highly suggest go and watch that, because you will not understand most of the things I'm going to do here if you haven't watched it. So if you had watched that video already, then you are ready to start playing Conqueror's Blade. And now, if you already are at this point where I'm at, you have done everything which I did in the first video, you have gone through the tutorials, most of them are done, you are now here. In the last video I said we will be covering all the menus as they open up, which a lot of them are not open yet. They will as soon as we level up. I will be covering armor, the weapon, how to craft it, hopefully, if we get to that stage. I don't remember, it's been a long time since I have played. And we will also start off with our bots. I did not went in there because I'm pretty sure it starts off with a battle. Kind of a lore. If you want to go with for the lore, you want to know what the whole thing is about, you can go do it. In the meantime, I was playing few sieges. I was having fun with the glaive, so I played a few sieges and I had fun. So let's start off with the first, which you can actually press P, or you can go in by just clicking on it with your cursor. Now the first thing you see, this is your character menu, where you will see your armor, your weapon, and a lot of other stuff. Now on the left side, the first thing you see, this is the new thing that came up in the season 7. There are a lot of different avatars that you can choose. I will choose, let's say, this and use this. This is from the second season, Soldiers of Fortune, and like that until we have Wrath of Nomads. Yep, Snowstorm, this was the last season, Blood of the Empire, Soldier of Fortune, and stuff like that. And there are a bunch of others which you can get by doing different tasks mentioned. Some things you probably will get would be the stickers that came this season. Like if I see like this, Fenrir's back, there was a sticker for Berserkers, for Shield Maidens, which you can cut after you do the unit challenges, which I can't show right now because they're not unlocked on this account. But the best thing about this is there is a challenge for every weapon you use. Every weapon had different types of kills that you have to get. For like, if we are using glaive, there should be one for glaive. Yep, this one for glaive. If we defeated a 700 heroes in siege battles or field battles, we will unlock this. Now this is just an achievement, nothing too big, but this is something you can go for once you're advanced into the game. Down here you have titles. There are different titles you will get from seasons, Conqueror and stuff. Then you have your level. We are at level 8. I know in the last video we were at level 4 or something when we ended, but I played few sieges, leveled up a few times. This is your leadership. Then you have these points. Now these points are extremely important. When you will level up after level 20, I'm guessing you will start receiving skill points, which you can put in 4 of these categories. All 4 of these categories do different things. The first one, as it says, it has strength. It increases your strength. Now by increasing your strength, you're increasing your slashing damage, blunt damage, piercing, armor, penetration. These 3 things you are increasing. Now agility, by using agility you're increasing your piercing damage, your armor, slashing armor penetration, and your blunt armor penetration. By going for armor, you're increasing just your armor. By going for toughness, you're increasing your health. Normally by default you have like 21,000 or something health. Now this is not by default. This is actually less. Let me, I can't even take my but as you can see, some of the armors gives you health, increases your health like this and that. So that's why I'm saying this is not normal. I think 20,000 is your default XP. You will get more XP from your armor sets as we'll go on. Now you have piercing damage, slashing damage, blunt damage. These three types of damage are in the game. Piercing armor penetration means how much of it corresponds to how much your like how much you will penetrate the armor. And now every armor penetration corresponds to its damage. Different weapons have different types of damage and different types of penetrations. Some weapons have two or three kinds of, all three kinds of damages depending on their abilities. Like spear has piercing damage and it has slashing damage because it has both of these abilities. Our glaive, which we are using now, has blunt damage and slashing damage. That's why if I hover on it, you will see both blunt damage and slashing damage. However, blunt damage is far lower than slashing damage because we don't use a lot of it's just because of its abilities. Now as you can see, there are three types of defenses. There are three types of damages, three types of defenses against those damages. At the moment you can see 451. Now this is the one of the lowest armor you can have if you're using heavy armor. When you're using rare armor, you can get up to easily above 800 armor. That means every time something hits you, it will negate this whatever armor you have. So at the moment we are using this stuff which we can change. Oh, okay, I can actually take it off like this, and this is the normal character we had. Now as you can see, yep, 19,200, that's our normal health. Now I will just put back my armor because I don't want to go without armor. I already die really quick. Both 3 or 4 matches I had, I would die 3 or 4 times. When I came here, then I knew why I died that much, because the armor I had, this is basically what you will have with light armor. In the rare quality you will have like 3 to 400 about armor. Okay, enough of the first. Other than that, you will have mount, which you will, now here you can see your mounts have different types of armors which we will actually buy. I will go over that. You have different types of horses. You can get them in game. You can win them. There are twitch drops involved. There are different types of horses too, the best one being the purple ones. Never seen a legendary. I don't think that's ever been happened. We have attires. We will go through over it when we have some. Basically it's if you have an attire, you will change. You can just see here there are different types of attires. Now this is the little bit of button. If you don't want to see your helmet, you can just press this. You won't see your helmet or any attire you have on your helmet. This is if you want to just go like this. If I go like this and go here, as you can see, this is one of the attire sets you can actually buy here. And you don't have to buy if you're just playing free to play. You can actually get this one. Green ones and blue ones you can, I think, get just by playing. This and this you can just, by playing you can get this armor, so you don't have to worry about that. There are attires for your weapons like this. Looks really sick. On my other accounts I have a lot of them. You can get them from various ways. You can actually get most of these attires, so don't worry. Then there are attires for your horses. Not a big thing you want to focus on, but you can buy them if you want. Again, personal preference choice. Then there are emotes. Like in every game, like you can see here, there are different messages you can give just by clicking like this. It's your preference. And now emotes you will unlock slowly. Now skills. Now this is one of the best pages you can get to, one of the most important ones. Now before I had about 1,000 points. Now there are two types of points. One are mastery points and the other are skill points. Skill points you can, as it says, you can get by taking parts in PvPs, that means play versus player battles, in sieges, field battles, and other types of battles. The other one you can get by just killing the units. Now mastery points, if you get mastery points, that will stay only on this class. If I go to this class, you can see no mastery points. So but skill points, if I get skill points through this weapon, I can use it on any other weapon. Plus when you start the game, you will have to unlock it by spending 5 mastery points, which is like nothing, okay. So that's, you will get them slowly and you will have 10 of them. You need these points to unlock your skills, better abilities, the ones we are using right now. You need to unlock better parts of them. You need skill points for that. You will unlock them slowly, but before you start unlocking your skill points randomly, I suggest go for whatever weapon you're using, search on YouTube, see a guide or two of what others are actually using. Once you like something, once you like a play style, then go for those abilities. Choose what is the best. My preference is, if you don't have your ultimates unlocked, which luckily I have this one unlocked already, I don't know if you'll be so lucky or not. If you don't, click on it, see what do you need to unlock that ultimate. I will be unlocking this because Hail of Blades, from what I have seen, is not so good. So to unlock it, I need to go for this line, and I also need to go through this line. So I will unlock all of them before I unlock my ultimate. Now I have already this ultimate, so I will be going for these lines, these ones, sorry, upper line and dash line. That's what I will say. No matter which skills are you using, focus on unlocking your ultimate. Or if you're using poleaxe, if you're using any other like things like short bow or a bow, you want to unlock your CCs, which corresponds to knocking down your enemy heroes, which is a great thing, which is the best way in killing them, keeping them on the ground. Because when they're on the ground, they're dazed or they're concussed or they're knocked down on the ground, they cannot attack you. There are 3 types of CCs: dazed, concussed. As you can see, this one actually removes daze. There is concussion, then there is knocking them on the ground. All 3 of them have different timers which you can get up, so you have different abilities to get out of them as soon as you want. Now this ability which I have been using, I didn't knew at the time in the first video that it removes daze or and concussion only. I thought it is this skill, which I knew about. It increases your power. That's what some of the times I had said, like, I'm gonna use this to increase my power, but that's not what it do. This is not what it do. I'm not gonna use it because I have seen like this is not good enough. So I went for Break of Shields, Warlock Greeting, Orc of Steel. This is just temporary. It might change to this God of Battles, but I needed some once we have the rare weapon, we have enough damage and we have enough armor. But I seen like I did not have enough damage for the units. I cannot do anything with the heroes. They're really powerful. Sometimes I just go in, I try to kill them, but it's not enough. So I'm just gonna use these skills. Let's talk about career. Here you can see all your things you have done, the battles you played. Now this corresponds to this. If you want to see if you have been playing from previous seasons, or when you will go to the next season. If you want to check out the old performance, you can just go to any season and check your performance. If you want to see all of it, you can just go all and just like that. I played 4 battles, I lost 2, won 2, so it's a 50% win rate. One of the important things here are going to be your achievements, because through achievements you will be getting these expansion permits. Now these expansion permits are really important, which I will talk about in a second. Different stuff will give you a lot of expansions, and you can see you can get these are the same ones that we saw there. This is just showing here. Now you can come here and check what you actually want to do, and I will say actively try to do them, but 8,000 enemy troops, that will take you some time. Don't worry about it, you will unlock them once you do it. Now what is expansion permit? If we go to our next slot, press U or just to your rank, now you can see your builds here. It is categorized into 3 categories. However, there are more, like shock units, shield units, any type of infantry will show up here. Melee infantry, range infantry, any type of range will show up here. Any type of cavalry, even if it's range, will show up at the bottom. The next slot, before we go into the next slot, there's something you can see here. This is an XP, shared unit XP. That means it's a pink XP you can get in every game. You can spend this XP on any unit you want. Now the next thing is on units, the number of units you have. The next, and then they are in warband. That means the next thing it is going to be then now this, as you can see, spend expansion permit to unlock additional slots. If you want to use more units in your warband, you need more expansion slots. At the moment we only have 8 slots, so we need more expansion slots to unlock more units. We can unlock them, but we won't be able to create them, train them, and use them. Now you can sort them any way you want and stuff like that. Now let's click on a unit. Now the first, you can see all the details, their leadership, their strength. Strength means how many number of there is in one unit. I mean in one whole unit, you will, and how many number of soldiers there are, how many of them are wounded. Now they will get wounded and they will lose their kits, squire kits, meaning their weapons and shields, whatever they have, their armor. This is how they cross marks. If you lose your units in a lot of units, like a whole full unit in a siege battle, a field battle, or a lot of other battles, meshed battles, there is a great chance of losing a unit kit. Now as you can see, between 20 like if your unit kits falls down to between 50 and 100, they will do full damage. If they fall down to 50, their damage will be reduced by 10, while the damage taken is increased by 10, so that's kind of a 20% loss. If their unit kits have been lost, if the count has gone down to 20, they cannot fight. You cannot bring them into the fights. You need these kits. You can make kits, or you can buy kits with bronze directly. Every unit has different types of kits. They can be made through resources, or they can be bought previously, or just you can buy them. You supply them here. Just buy them from the game, or you can buy them before from the market with other players. The shared unit XP you can use to level up your units. Now what does leveling up your units means? Leveling up your units means you will be able to open up these slots. By opening these slots, you will be able to apply doctrines. Doctrines will come later on. We talk about them when they are unlocked. Let's talk about this is a simple career. This is just like your hero career achievement on slots. As you can see, 4 match battles, 50% rate, they've been MVP on 1, they killed 2 heroes, 78 unit killed, blah 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 blah. The next thing, the most important thing, is your veterancy lines. Now as you can see, it also shows you what it does. Veterancy lines are really important. Every unit have veterancy line. They can be 2 or 3 or more. Now every time you level up your unit, like I will do it here, because this is what I want to level up anyways. Now here you can see I have 1 point to spend. As you can see, there are different veterancy lines. Now this is again where I will recommend you to go to YouTube, watch the video over that specific unit. There are lengthy guides, half-an-hour guides, 10-minute guides to every unit available. I will be making those guides in the future. Other YouTubers have made those guides, a lot of them. Just go watch anybody. Do not spend your points recklessly over stuff you don't actually want to go to, because a lot of them just does not work in siege battles. They are there if you want to, but they just don't work. They won't work. There will be a lot of tempting themes in these veterancy lines that you will see and go, yes, I need them. Just like this unlock skill transformation, which is basically they will form a circle and stay in there, and then you can see increases health by 6%, and there's different stuff. But as you can see, for pike militia, top line nope, bottom line is a no go. As you can see, it will increase the movement speed, increase the damage dealt in field battle, it will reduce the unit resupply cost, decrease total unit losses in the open world, it changes unit appearance, decreases force unit consumption by 20%. Not worth it stuff I will go over when we are in the open world, but this is not something you will be bringing to open world for PvP. The center line is the best you can go for pike militia. Why? Because it have first increases the number of enemies each soldier can attack. They can hit 2 soldiers with 1 swing when they're not in formation. Knockback, bracing stuns units. When they are braced, they will stun enemy units or heroes, meaning once enemy units run into them, they cannot attack, they will be knocked back. Meaning if enemy units are running into them, frontally into their pikes, they cannot do anything, they will kill any unit. And luckily, as you can see, if we go here, max level is 14. If you count it, you can get both of these abilities if you go straight for the middle veterans lines, which is why pike militia is a huge great things. Plus you are getting this column formation, which is huge. Once it's unlocked, I will tell you the benefits of this column formation. This is just like these iron caps column formation. It's like the same, this formation. Now the thing is, as you can see, there are 3 lines or 4 or 5 depending on the number of units, soldiers in a unit. Now you have like 3 to 4 lines of consistent pikes fronting. Even if enemies go through 1 line, they kill the first 2 soldiers. There are 4, they have to go through the next 4 lines. Great for stopping cav, great for stopping units. Once the unit is maxed out, they are a beast. And this is another thing I have to say: start working on a unit, max them out, then start working on something else. Do not leave them unless you are sure that you have what you need on them before you move on to other units. Because on level 1, yes, they are okay, but they won't do as much as they can do when they maxed out. The defense is just huge. Now let's go to warbands. I told you in the first one there were 3 types of warbands you can choose. There are open world warbands you can already main, so you don't have to choose every time which soldier you want to bring. global matches, free battles, which is an advanced thing which we will talk about. For battles which I normally do, you can actually change your name. I do attack, then I do one for defense, and then the third one I just like to keep for, like, I just name it field, but I use it for different purposes, for expeditions, for plundered fiefs, or rebel camps and stuff like that. For my attack, we have to use anything because we don't have anything else. Same for defense. Now
As you command.
here, now what it will do is every time you go into the battle, you don't have to change your units. You can just keep them. You can set one of them as default, and every time you go into battle, the default warband will be the one you actually set here. The rest we will go over once we're there. Now the next thing, unit tree. Now unit tree is where you will unlock a lot of your soldier units, which are not actually other than the unit challenges. These were the ones that were introduced in the game when the game first came out. Unit challenges came after that, where you will get different types of units. The seasons, I mean, as seasons came on, different units came on. Every type of new unit comes, they come in through seasons, and you unlock them through unit challenges. Some of them you can unlock here with this honor you get in every match, and there are a lot of different ways of getting this honor. Every unit have different type of armor. If I actually village watchman I have to use, so I should just press this, you unlock this stuff. If you press on it, it will actually tell you how much honor you need, although this one is not telling me for some reason. Now either I don't, okay, now there are 4-5 slots. Okay, first let's talk about, this is just a melee infantry. As you can see, pike militia we already have iron capmen. Other than units, you have their veterancy lines, I mean extra bonus skills that you can unlock through honor that gives them extra stuff. As you can see, you have shield units, you have pikes, javelins. Down there you have javelins, you have heavy shields, iron cap that you already saw before. Then we have archer veterancy line. There are different types of archers, as you can see here. Then there are muskets. This one we are using at the moment. There are different types of musket which we will unlock. There are different types of archers. All of them have their abilities. Like infantry shoots fire arrows. They have an ability which will shoot fire arrows for a brief amount of time. They have different effects. Then we have cavalry. In this place I will recommend do not go for any of them except coachillas, which are actually glass cannons. They have very low health, but they do deal a lot of damage. You can use them for low level units like green and gray units, for killing archers because they have low health. Other than that, the charges are not so good. The best thing about the cavalry, they have charge. Other than that, they don't have sustained melee fights. They will just die even if they are tier 5 cavalry. Now the best, you can start off with coachillas. They are really cheap to unlock, and you can get a lot of practice with them. Once you're good with them, you can go for other cavalry. In this unit tree, winged hussars are the only viable thing at the present moment. All the other cavalry, they are not good. By that I mean, yes, they do a lot of damage, yes, they are really good, but the amount of time, the amount of resources you will be spending in unlocking them, in leveling them up, and then everything else, like leadership costs. As you can see, this prefecture cavalry, this 260 leadership. That means you will only be able to use one more purple and one more blue unit, and that's it. Only 3 types of units. That's what the cost you have to do. That's what the leadership is for, balancing out the game. As you can see, winged hussars, you're spending 320 leadership. That means you will be able to bring one more legendary and that's it, or maybe one or two more purples and that's it. So winged hussars at the present moment are one of the best cavalry. They're at the top 3 cavalries. If you want to go for them, but I recommend, if you want to go for them, just use the crate you will get at the end of path. That's what I did. It will save you a lot of honor in the start, but this is advanced stuff for later, even though I spent like literally half an hour explaining everything. Just get into it, and then I'm just into it. Now the next thing, this step is really important because you will want to unlock all of these stuff. All of them are really important. We already have squires, don't need to unlock them. These are the men-at-arms we used in the tutorial, and space sergeants that we also used. Space sergeants are the first tier 4 unit that you should be unlocking, that you will unlock because they are so cheap. Normally a tier 4 unit, it will cost you 15,000 honor plus the ones you actually need. You had to spend before, like 7,500 here and then 15,000 here. I'm not including this one which we already have, that is another 7,000. For space sergeants, 10. For Demony spearmen, there is another 2,000. Then there's 6,000, and then there is only 17,500. For what you are getting, this is one of the most cheapest unit and one of the most best units you can get in the game. Not only they are useful in sieges and field battles, even in the end game, they are really great for using them in the territory war. They are really great in using expeditions, in plunder thieves. They are just all around unit which you can use in so many places, especially if you're using short sword, short bow, a bow, or a musket as a primary weapon. These are great. These are your best unit because of that cover commander ability. They are just great. They have skeleton formation, they have turtle formation, they have shield wall formation, which are really great in expeditions and in a lot of other scenarios. I will actually start unlocking them because I already have few of the points. Can't unlock them, we'll unlock them later. The last one is actually pretty broken. Yes, Rotten Round shields are okay. They are like iron capmans, they are on par with them. They also have charge. They are green unit, really good. Go for them if you have choose them. I will not ask for going for any of the veterancy lines for greens. First you have to unlock all the units unless there is something you just really want to go. Now Rathan pikemen, I will never say pike militia is just great. Rathan pikemen don't have any of the bonuses that the other ones actually have, unless I'm missing something. Inflicting bonus hits, each level reduces poisoned enemies damage. Additional effect can slow the target. Additional effect can targets to sustain poison damage. Okay, I might think about using them at some point, maybe, but right now never use them. If you see somebody else uses them and they're really good, go for them. But I guess Spike Militia is always going to be better. Rotten Vipers used to be really good because of their poison damage. They do poison damage, but at the moment they're not so good because they're because of the Nomkhans and the other archers you can get, which is like incendiary or prefecture archers, which has an insane rate of fire. There are a lot of other like options you can actually go for. like marksmen. Rotten marksmen are really great crossbowmen. They deal a lot of damage. Their veterancy lights give them ability to go for poison damage or fire flame bolts. That means they will be unleashing poison arrows and fire arrows and stuff. If you want to unlock them, go watch their like videos. There are different veterancy lines. Actually, there's only one veterancy lines, but at the end you will only be able to choose one of these skills. So make sure you know which one do you need. They go to this rotten rangers, tier 5 cav, tier 5 crossbowman cav. Not really good. I will not recommend going for that if you're a beginner or even an intermediate. They are nowhere good from the amount of things you spent. They kind of a niche unit. If you want to go for it, you need to be really skilled in them. Finally, these things are over. Now we had unlocked a unit like this village watchman. Once you unlock a unit from the unit tree, you will, if you want to make them, you will press on the corresponding stuff. You will build them, say yes. Now you have them here. Now you can do whatever you want. You can bring them in battles, you can bring them in everywhere you want. Now village watchmen, serfs and woodcutters and mortillatories, which you will get later in the game, not run down. These three units are one of the best units for pushing siege towers, for pushing rams, for pushing a lot of other things in the siege battles, because they are such a cheap unit. Like serfs don't even cost you unit gates. Once you level them, like from the get-go, you can just bring them into the battle and you can just start pushing towers and other stuff. They only cost 40 leadership. Village watchmen, they do cost unit kits, but it's just like 500 or 400 bronze for one unit kit. They have long pikes. They're one of the pikemen. They only cost, however, 30 leadership. 10 leadership will not seem a lot, but it is a lot once you're building specific types of warbands. 10 leadership could be the difference between a purple unit or a blue unit. You might not be able to bring a purple unit that you wanted because you have 10 leadership less, and now you're forced to bring one blue unit. So it's a lot of thing. Next thing, you can press I. This is basically your inventory, everything you have, your weapons, your armors, your other things. It will show up here. Other than that, you have wagon. Wagon means once you go in the open world, you have a wagon behind you. Wagon have a capacity of 150,000 places. Everything in this game has a weight value, except the things which are in your inventory, they don't have weight. But everything you have in your wagon, every resources, there are horses, there are other stuff, gold and treasures and other stuff. Unit kits, even unit kits involved in them, they have a weight. If you want to once your weight gets full, your speed will get slow, you won't be able to gather more resources and stuff like that. Next thing are the doctrines. We haven't unlocked them. We talked about them when they are actually unlocked. Next thing, you have this standard battle menu. Now there will be more battles unlocking once you level up. In the present, you can see there are a lot of battles. Field battles, siege battles, Longford, which is a special type of siege. Which it came this season. It has special type of rewards. Enhanced, Encased Fervor. It is a new map that was introduced in this season. You will get this map in the normal sieges, but you won't get that fame. Fame is something we will talk about very soon. You have Hero 2 trials, something for above 100. This is basically once you are level 100, you no longer get small matches sieges which you actually get right now, small maps. And this is one of the way to say, okay, you can only use blue units here, which is corresponds to heroic era. Blue units are called heroic era units. You can only use blue, and behind them green and gray. Then new army trial, you can only use purple, blue, green and gray. You cannot use tier 5 units. Or was it, oh yeah, sorry, no, in new army trial you can use only blue and behind them. In hero troop trial you can use purple and behind them. Other than that, in new army trial you can only deploy to artilleries. Each warlord can only deploy to artilleries. Plundered thieves, something which is has great importance because of the stuff it gives and because of the XP it gives. It can give you, each match can actually give you above 1 lakh XP. If you're using what you call a unit XP bonuses, that you will get, it will increase them further 50% or even 100%. So once they unlocked, we will talk about them. Right now, let's go to, this is just a market. You want to buy something, use your real money, support the game, whatever, you can buy them. There is a premium account. Premium accounts are different bonuses, 30% here and unit XP bonus, 30% more coin, 30% more honor. You will get more keys, vault keys. We will talk about them later, and you just get them. Different offers, consumables, as you can see, expansion permits you can get there. You can get season pass for 680, which will give you a lot of packages. This is a pass like every other game, every other battle royale game has these passes. You'll get a bunch of stuff through them as you level up. You have premium accounts here too, and a lot of other stuff you can get. Let's get out of here. Now market is not unlocked. However, if you go here, you can see description of your quest you actually have to go to. There are different quests will pop up. You can, when you start the game, as you go up, there will be shit ton of quests that you have to do. Once you're above level 100, once you have done your tutorials, all the quests, main quest and everything, this screen will be empty. Like you will have no quests unless something you haven't done yet. Now there are weekly quests. Will unlock at level 15. There are a bunch of quests. They're like kill heroes, kill a short bow, kill artilleries, do that, win siege matches, win field battles. They will give you different type of stuff, which we will talk about once we are there. Man, once a second, let me just drink a bit of water. Okay, my throat is literally hurting now. I've been recording for the previous 43 minutes. We have to hurry up. We haven't even talked. Okay, a message popped up. Let's see, this is a mail. You will get different messages here. Reward, maintenance, rewards, maintenance, schedules and everything. They will pop up here. Okay, nothing popping up, don't know why. Now this is Excavation. War Scholar is actually the name of the NPC you actually go to get into this menu, but you can get in there just by doing this. It will unlock by level 20. Okay, probably next video thing. Let's go to Pro for Bravery. Okay, it did not even pop us to see. Okay, these were the quests we had to do. A lot of them we already did, so let's just collect the rewards. Okay, now as you see, I told you different rewards you will get once you finish these quests. Either you finish these quests, or you do other, or you can get the rewards. One of the main rewards here, gift of bravery armor. I think this is tier 3 armor, I'm pretty sure. or some armor. So I will make sure by next video I will try to have at least this armor and maybe even level 20, so I can tell you guys a better about of everything you guys can get. Right now, few things we can just complete right over here. Unlock and create units, serve, add one friend, and win one match battle. Maybe this one. Let's go over here. Oh, I think we leveled up. Now, next thing is Mercenaries. Actually, the first thing is auxiliaries, and then there are mercenaries. Auxiliaries are the units that are like given by game that you can try. You will get 450 auxiliary points. You can spend them on different units here. You will have that particular unit for 1 week. After that, they will be in your barracks, but you will have to unlock them doing through unit tree or whatever is required to unlock them. There is a level requirements for unlocking advanced units. At the moment we can get this, which is actually a great unit which we will be hopefully unlocking, but we will see about that. Dragon Vipers, I will hire both of them because at the moment I don't have any other blue units. Now these two are going to be a great unit to actually add up here. I'm actually really happy to get them. Now these two will not count as your pack slot because you don't actually have them in your barracks. They are granted to you, actually loaned to you, to be honest. Now if you click on this, even if you have enough XP, it will not prompt you to unlock them as it does with some other units which you actually own, but you can level them up. After 1 week you won't be able to use them, but once you unlock them, you will have that particular unit. You will have the option to unlock that particular unit and keep that in your barracks because it will have those levels. Auxiliary units don't have doctrines. That means unless you unlock them, you cannot use doctrines on them. Doctrines play a very important role. Green and blues play a small role as you go up. Purple doctrines play a huge role that can just turn the tide, that can change the whole unit. Prefecture cards have different veterancy line. We will talk about them just a little bit. First one, of course, this we'll take it. Second, you can go to bottom or you can go for the top. Both are great. Both of them corresponds to different type. Bottom one, I actually went for the bottom in my first account. Increases the number of enemies each soldier can strike. Now this is a slashing unit. This is your shock troop unit. So hitting 2 soldiers with 1 swipe is a major thing. It's like doubling your damage, like literally your damage multiplied by 2. So it's a great skill. You will get a different type of things with it. Prefectural damage and increase, slashing defense by 4.5%, prefectural cooldown is decreased, and increases block with your shield because you have a shield, less rate damage taken. If you go for the top one, you will have shield wall formation unlock. You will have prefecture dual damage. The top one actually is heavily goes for this second skill. It is like whenever you press unlock, like press this skill, it will make your units do more damage for a short amount of time. Prefecture drill, which will do a lot more damage in that time. It will also increase their speed. As you can see, it says this unit has been trained to the standards of the prefecture army and can use their combat orders in battle. These are actually unit traits which I forgot to talk about. different units going to have different traits which comes with them, which will give them different buffs. Sometimes they're just telling about something they already have, like shield fighters. That means they will take less damage through range and through other stuff because they have shields. So for this account I will go for the top one just to try it. Bottom one I know is a great skill. The top one is also a great because I have seen YouTubers and I have seen other guys and I have used it because I do have prefectural drill. It's just there. It has a lot more cooldown. Once it will have this last skill, it will have a lot less cooldown. So Rotten Vipers, I'm gonna use them until I have them, or unless I have something better, because I only have this. So let's go to our warbands. For attack, I would like to start with Village Watchman to push the tower. The Prefecture Guards for that, and for the final point I will use Rotten Vipers. That's what I like to do in sieges and fields. Now we do have a lot more points, so I will go for charge and I can go for this one. Now, yeah, I think I don't have any more. Yep, I only have that. For defense, I'm pretty sure it's going to be the same, except for the start I will use this, then probably prefecture guards, and use this for final points, and then just for the hell of it I will use Village Watchmen because I have space for it. Now, what other quest was there? Yep, unlocking. Okay, let's just add a friend, random. I will send requests to a few of them. Maybe one of them actually accepts and our quest is done. Hey, stop. Friend, just send a request to a bunch of them and hope that some of them will accept. That will be done. In the meantime, we need serfs, so let's just unlock serfs. Should we create them? Let's, for now we will, because later on we will be able to just put them out. I can actually use that, so I will just add them here because I have enough points, and now I have, and there's no way I'm using all of that in a single battle. Okay, see, this is something I had, quest I had from Sheriff. I'm just gonna go to Sheriff and receive my rewards, because you do want to do that. You want to actively accept and just keep on doing these quests even before you do the sieges. Okay, accept unit training. No, not right now. Okay, let's go back. Okay, it will prompt me to go there. Quests, let's accept those quests, and while we go towards Warden, we will go to Water Bravery, unlock that, and it's done. Now we add one friend, upgrade any unit to level 3, defeat 3 heroes in siege battles, unlock and wait, accept this. Now tells us the set. Win one matched battle, unlock and create the Spear Militia or Demonese Pikeman. Now, Spear Militia or Demonese Pikeman. What is Spear Militia? Spear Militia or Demonese. Actually, Demonese Pikeman we have to get. I get a lot of that honor from the quest. That's why I said just go for it. Let's just create that. and maybe use them somewhere for attack. Still have 30 for defense. We still don't have enough. Oh, 125, that's a lot. Any other thing? Nope. So let's just use that. Okay. Unlock and create a unit speed militia or demonese. Wait. This is demonese spearman, I'm dumb. Sorry, demonese and demonese pikeman, there we go. Or spear militia, we are not going for that. I'm gonna unlock them because they don't literally cost nothing. Let's just unlock them and then suddenly disband them because they cost 70 leadership. Not really a fan of it, and we don't have barracks, so we need other units in our barracks. I'm just gonna say disband. It will ask you to write delete if you accidentally press any button. Here we go. Oof, see, and this is done. Next we got that reward. Unlock any one cavalry unit. I will be spending all of. Okay, I unlocked some achievement. Here we go, expansion slot. I'm gonna press on that. I'm gonna say yes. Do we have any more? Oh my god, we had any more? No. Okay, we have 10 space now. That's good. The next thing we had to do was unlock any cav unit. If I have to unlock any cav, I will go for coachless. Don't have enough honor. I'm gonna keep it there. Okay, it's already been about an hour. Let's go for the billeting units. We will do the training, a little bit of the training, and then we will end this video because, well, it's already been a long time. Unit training, we'll say yes, and we will go in. It will prompt you to go to a little guide for the unit training. You can use this later on if you want to try any unit, you want to try their abilities. You will try them against AI normal unit which will spawn. You can keep on doing it. Yes, your teammate will take damage, but I don't think it costs anything. You can skip this, but I won't, just for the sake of it. I will get in here. Summon unit. Okay, because it's you basically stand on your marker and okay, and they will spawn in, and then different units will spawn in, sometimes cav, sometimes archers, sometimes some other units. You can, as you can see, skeleton. This is the skeleton formation. They will make this like this, and then they will start attacking enemies. This is for if you're being attacked from every side, you have to use them. If you leave your unit at some place and go somewhere else in sieges or in any other battles. Now I can send them back to resupply, or I can change my unit again, given by this is like given by the AI. This is not something you have unless you have unlocked them, but normally you get other stuff. And now you can, every archer or range going to have an ability where you can focus fire. can tell them to actually fire where you want them to. That will make them fire a lot more with precision and to your target area. If you press V on them, they will fire the first enemy they will see, which is not something recommended unless you know what you're doing. Focus firing is always something you have to want to do with your archers or range. Okay, now this quest is completed. We will go back Lake Training Yard and go back to doing other quests. Okay, so I guess this is going to be the end of this episode. Now this will prompt us to go to another trainer. As you can see, this sword, that means this is the where you want to go for the next training. In the next episode we will try to speed run to every training we can, because most of the stuff I have already told in this video. We are already at level 13, which is actually great. By next video I will try to play some sieges, go through some of these tasks. Oh, we have a friend, nice, and we are at level 14. By next video I will at least try to unlock this set. Can we unlock Cav? No. And we will start off by explaining the stuff that was left. Probably we will have enough level to actually put skill points in. We talk about skill points, we'll talk about excavation, and we will talk about anything else which we will find, which will unlock through the things. We will talk about the skill pages. We will talk about other stuff that you'll be getting along the way. All of this stuff, some of them are just easy as that. Artillery, which we'll talk about soon. Unit badges, I will just say okay. I will get shared unit XP from that. These are components. You need 5 of them for unlocking, for trading them for a random artillery chest, like that. Magistrate, it gives 500 each. This one gave 500, this one gave 1000, and this is my medal ones. This is personal history book, which actually lets you reset your hero skill points, which are actually attributes. Here in your main page you can actually use this item to reset, or every week you will get one reset freely. You don't actually have to go for it. So every week you can reset your skill points into a different stuff. You can give yourself more armor, you can give yourself more health, or you can give yourself more damage. You can try different setups, which we will be doing. Now the other books we got, they actually increased our honor, so we can actually go for horses, but this will increase the video way too long. So let's just end this one here, and I see you in the next episode where we will talk about the advanced stuff. We are now following towards a point where you will hopefully know everything there is to know for now. Please like, subscribe and share. If there's something you don't like in this video, if the video is too long, you want me to do the less talking and show you more, skip few things, I can do that. Just let me know in the comment section if I'm talking too much, if I'm talking too loud, if the video volume is too low. If you don't understand anything, please just mention in the comments. I will tell again. There are not a lot of comments there, so I will probably read anything you write. Please like this video so I make more videos. These videos take a lot of time, 1 hour in recording, then it takes an hour or two editing the video, then half an hour uploading it, and between that there's a lot of other stuff. So it takes about 3 hours just for one video that you actually see. So please like this video and share this so others can see it too. See you in the next episode. Till then, stay safe. Goodbye.